Hi. So today we have Mr. Rahul Roshan, who is also known as Pagal Patrakar. He's the founder of one of the most popular news satire sites called fakingnews.com. So hi Rahul, how are you today?
Yeah, fine. And that's not a fake news.
Okay. So can you tell us something about faking news? How did it start? Where did you get the idea from? Something
Yeah,
about
the idea, of course, was inspired from the Onion.com. Although news satire has existed for almost 100 years, but in shape of a website which daily publishes the news, which is mostly relevant to the current affairs, that has been pioneered by the Onion. And I always thought that perhaps something in India could work because we are such a multicultural society. We have so much of news being generated every day. And there is also a disillusionment with the mainstream media. So I had this belief that something like the Onion could work in India. So it was just a matter of time when one fine day I decided that okay, let me not just think over it and keep sitting over it and say that okay, something like this could work. Why don't I try my hands at it? And coincidentally rather, on the day when Lehman Brothers went bankrupt, I booked this domain, fakingnews.com, and I started blogging. And since then, the response has been good. A couple of fortuitous incident that helped me, like that X article being treated as a true news and republished over many websites, including international websites. They helped me gain traffic, gain recognition, and things have been going well since then.
So one thing I want to ask is if you would have started your firm without an MBA from IMA, how different do you think that your journey would have been?
Yeah, it would have been different. First, I'm not sure if I would have even started something like this. Because funnily, I was a journalist for 3 years and I still never thought about doing something like this. I mean, this is an alternate media. This is something that I believe is fulfilling for what mainstream journalists are not doing, apart from humor. So, as a journalist, why didn't I ever think about it? So, surely, education at IMA helped me. It gave me the confidence that I can try my hands at these things. I can forgo salaries for maybe a couple of years or maybe more than that, and I can try and I can experiment with things. So I would say, and apart from that, apart from this confidence, apart from this belief that you can do something of your own, of course, many technical things, many even legal things, because what I am doing is falls in that gray area of rumor mongering. So how to safeguard yourself against these things? You have the law courses also in how business law, and I guess what is this called?
Legal
Right,
aspect.
lab. Sorry, yeah. So lab things like lab, of course, help you. That and then the technical aspect, you get a bird eye view of anything that you are doing. So if even if say without MBA or without MBA from IIM Ahmedabad, if I were to start this, it would have been mostly a blog. It would have been a platform to give to release my creative pursuit. But to run it as a venture, of course, that happened only because of IIM.
So apart from academics, what all things at IMA do you think helped you the most?
Yeah, it gave me a sense of humor. So, of course, even in journalism, mostly unintentional humor is there. But on campus, you have, intentional humor. There is this, I think it must still be there, MHU and be on DBAP. Is it still there? No. So it was basically a platform to crack PJs.
Okay.
So everyone was cracking PJs, like even I cracked a couple of things. So it makes you believe that okay, you can say funny things. So those things of course help. Other things like your experiences with your colleagues, your dorm life, that's immensely helpful. As I told in my talk, that our first venture, it was it was because of a suggestion of change that was suggested by one of our dorm mates, who was not at all the business partner. So he just said that, we were just having a dorm cricket viewing session, and he came up with a suggestion. We thought it was a good one, and we implemented it. So a lot of such things do help. I mean, of course, it's 2 years on the campus that you remember, and on the campus doesn't mean only inside the class. So that helps.
Okay. So one last thing, can you share one memorable experience at IMA? Like you talked about, you had some good times with the dorm mates and all. So one
Yeah,
memorable experience.
I mean, memorable, there are many. I mean, right now it memorable, but to start with, perhaps not so. When I was completely at loss at IIM Ahmedabad, that I thought that I was the worst student here, and in the first term itself, Harsha Bhogle had come down to the campus, and alumni cell guys like you arranged for a brief session. I think he had come for some match that was happening here, so they dragged him to the campus, and I met him. And Harsha also happened to say that at one point of time in his first term, he thought he was the worst student at each subject in IIM Ahmedabad, and that gave me immense confidence that okay, I am feeling something similar, so perhaps the future is not so dark. And yeah, apart from that, a lot of other stuff, people helping you out, little things, the night outs that I could never manage. I mean, while my group mates would continue working, I would eventually sleep off, and things like that. I mean, especially dorm, our dorm was, sorry, D16, it was, our batch was completely crazy. We would sing songs of Himesh Reshammiya at full, and at the expense of our throats, and things like that. Of course, a lot of beautiful memories.
So you were from D16, as you mentioned. What was your dorm name?
Softy.
Softy. Okay.
Yeah, don't ask, of course. Nobody asked for the secret.
No, don't do that. So thanks a lot, Softy.
Thanks.